God says that this is about your life. Don't try to ignore this. You are a product of your past. You have been shaped by the good and the bad things in your life. But you are not a prisoner of your past. You can be free. That's what Christianity is all about. Through Jesus Christ, you can be born again and start a new life. Jesus makes it possible for you to push the reset button and get a second chance. Here's what God says about your past: forget what happened before, and do not think about the past. Look at the new thing I am going to do. It is already happening. Don't you see it? God doesn't want you constantly looking at the past. If you're always looking in the rearview mirror, then you're going to crash. The only way you can move forward is to focus on the present and look forward to the future. The rest of your life is in the future, not in the past. Your past is past, it's over. You can't change it, so don't dwell on it. Instead, start asking God to do something new in you. Maybe you feel like nothing new is happening in your life right now. Do you know why? Because you're not asking. Bible says, you don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. Look again at what that says. You don't have it because you don't ask for it. If you've never asked God for a reset in your life, then all you need to say is, God, I need a fresh start. I've blown it. I've made mistakes, and I need you to reboot my life. This is the first step to a reset. You just have to ask God for it. Everyone needs a reset at some point because life is hard, and we all make mistakes. Are you ready for God to do something new in your life? Ask Him for a fresh start, and He'll give you renewed energy, a renewed spirit, renewed hope, and a renewed heart. Remember that God knows what we are capable of overcoming, and He knows that there are many sins that we struggle to resist. But God says He will not give you more than you can bear, and He is all there to help. He is always right beside you, waiting for you to come to Him. Whatever you may face, know that you can endure it through the prayer of God. Temptation is a routine part of life. Our desire to sin can sometimes feel so much more powerful than our desire to do what is right before God. What if we cannot resist? What if, as some suggest, God puts us in a position where resistance is impossible, a scenario where we have no real choice, other than to sin? Or, at least, no hope of resisting the temptation. But God is always here. He always has His hands on your heart. What is stopping you to ask Him for help? Ask for forgiveness. When you sin, God is here for you always, and He loves you. With God all things are possible. God sees you and He knows what you're up against. No matter what we face, God is greater. Our circumstances can present us with an impossible situation, but no matter, God can make a way. Put your life into God's hand and trust Him with all your heart, and know that all things can be made possible with God. God is looking your way today. He sees you, He knows your situation, and He knows what you're up against. God puts you in every situation for a purpose. I promise you it's all a part of His plan for you. Comment Amen and thank Him for all the things which He gave you.